Alright, we're going to learn how to install a typeface onto your computer, and in this case we're going to be on a Mac. If you use a PC, I'm just going to find a link and put it below this video for you because I do not have access to a PC. So if you're using a PC, just click on that link now. If you're using a Mac, keep watching this. What's nice with Mac is it makes it really quite simple. I'm going to go into our browser, and I'm actually going to use Font Squirrel. Font Squirrel I find useful versus the other ones. I know DaFont and what is it, 1001 3 fonts, etc. are like the popular ones. But what I like about Font Squirrel is right here. 100% free for commercial use. This is really nice because then you don't have to, remember, well, which typeface was for, personal use only, which one was commercial. I just use this site because excluding our defaults, which are, good and safe to use also for projects, so are these. So I don't have to think everything that's in my computer is safe for commercial use, and this is something you will have to start worrying about once you're in the field. I know it can be somewhat relaxed during the student years because the projects can be somewhat more expressive, but if you're working with a client, make sure you're using it free for commercial use because especially if they're doing larger publications, there could be legal ramifications to not having this line here. So typically in school, I just tell people, hey, you just might want to start getting used to this now, and then that way it's more of a habit and you're comfortable with it right from the get-go. You can see there's lots and lots to choose from. There are classifications, so if you wanted it to be like a typewriter look, you could go into there. If you wanted it to look like it was retro, let's see what they have. There we go, we have some retro typefaces. I'm going to go ahead and download this guy, Day Poster Black. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to go into our downloads. I'm going to double click on that, and it's going to unzip it. For the Mac, it's nice because you just double click, Font Book opens, and all you have to do is click right here, Install Font. Give it a second or two. If this pops up and it's just the yellow sort of caution arrow, just click it's okay and install those. And then it puts it into your user profile on your computer. The one thing that is nice with this, and I'm just going to go back to the regular, I'm just going to grab one of these. It typically gives you the entire font family, so instead of, like, that one was more of a decorative / display, so you're going to only have one option, but for the ones I'm going to call the more standard typefaces, you can see thin, thin italic, light, light italic, etc., etc. Click and drag, or click on the first one, hold down your shift key, click on the last one, and selects everything in between. Same dealio, go in, install the typefaces, give it a couple seconds, it'll catch up. And it's going to put it into your user profile. There it is. So you can get a little preview of this. If you haven't used FontBook before, you can, tell it to be different sizes so that you can sort of get in and see the nitty-gritty of it. You can zoom out, you can zoom in. It's pretty flexible. I typically will have FontBook open, and this is a system software, so you should have it that comes with your computer. It's just nice because then you can go through all of your typefaces, and then if you use your down arrow, you can sort of see the type specimen for each of them. So you're sort of looking and getting an idea of what you have before you actually use it. And if you like something, write it down or go into your program and, select it and put it sort of off to the side. So it's a nice way to sort of preview that. Just a quick note on Font Squirrel, you're going to notice some of these have the word offsite to it. They that are on this are 100% free, not just for commercial use, but free monetarily also. But what typically scares people is whenever they click into it, it takes you to Font Spring, which is sort of Font Squirrel is a subsidiary of Font Spring, and right there you're going to see it. The whole entire suite is $249, and yes, that's expensive, but the one that they have is actually free. You just have to scroll through and look for where it says free. So this one was with a free one, and the rest are all, looks like $25. So if you're going on the one that says go to off-site, they are free. You just have to look for it. You have to add it to your cart. If you want the web font, especially if you're in web design, this is Font Spring we use a lot in the Web 101 classes, so it does get you used to that also. You can add desktop, and then you can add the web font also if you want. When you view it, you can go ahead and check out, and you can see you do have to check out like you're in a normal store, but it is going to charge you $0. So it is still free. And one nice thing about Font Spring is it will remember your purchases. So if you go to a different computer, your past purchases are going to be available there. So you can see this one's just for one user and it's free. But it does take you off-site, but you still are not charged, though you do have to go through that process. Once you go through that, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to download. You're going to go into your downloads, and then you're going to double-click and install. It's very easy. Again, if you're on a PC, I will put that link below this.